Phil, thanks for joining us, doing a cup special today. So we thought we'd go back in time and show you a few highlights from, county cups.
Yeah.
So you just want to watch these. We start with Group B.
Oh yeah, so that's
Westminster.
the first game in the county cup, innit? And that's you saving the pen.
It is indeed, with the mad celebrations.
Yeah, Westminster's away, they were league above us at the time. I mean, you've got a fan jumping the fence there again.
I think that was Fern's brother,
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like fans to be that passionate, at such an early stage of the club's existence is obviously incredible. I've not seen that video for a long time. I know we discuss it quite a lot when we talk about the County Cup, but one thing I will say, by the way, I didn't have a knee surgery by this point, and I am at the front of that race. To be fair, all the girls have played 90 minutes, but I mean, yeah, that's some memory. And was that got us into the quarter-final?
Quarter-final where we faced first team and unfortunately lost.
Incredible.
I saved the penalty in that game as well.
You did.
So the next highlight we've got here from the next game is, I think, the following cup run.
Oh yeah, so Avro Cheadle is the Bamba goal.
You talk us through that moment, what it meant.
I mean, to be fair, I think the video does better talking than I would. I mean, look, you can see the emotion on all the staff and all the subs and all the players. I mean, this was the year after Cheadle beat us in the final. So this was the quarter final the year after that, and for us, we put so much hard work into trying to overcome Cheadle, and I feel like the game plan in that game was outstanding. Cheadle really struggled, especially in the first half, to break us down. They obviously got a penalty to go 1-0 up, and then the full second half we just completely threw the kitchen sink at them. And then obviously Bamba scored in the 90th minute to take it to penalties. I think the emotion there shows you that we all thought that it was going to be our year. Unfortunately, it was against us in the penalty shootout and ended up not being, but that's still a very, very special memory and special moments that you still have to smile when you look back on.
Going on to the next year, County Cup run, played obviously at my home ground of Scotland.
Yeah.
It was a special moment for me, but for the club to hear the following video from off the field, obviously joined by the Geordies. What was that hearing that in the dugout?
I mean, it still gives me goosebumps now watching it back. I remember, that's incredible. That is incredible. I remember at the time, thinking, Jesus, this is. And you see me there, I just turn around, have a quick look, and I guess Danny would tell you the same. We've never known anything like that. That was an incredible moment in terms of knowing how loved this football club is, and how loved that team was, and how well backed and supported we were and still are. I mean, that was the season we played against Newcastle, so for them to obviously come and join our regular fan base and every single person standing up there. It was emotional during the game. Obviously, when you're on the sidelines, it's tough to actually, recognise it properly, let it sink in properly. But that's where videos like that, you do hear it during the game, and it does hit you. But when you watch it back like that, it's very, very special.
So hopefully the Geordies, I know they're definitely coming to the County Cup this year. What are you hoping from the atmosphere this year?
The same. It's the same. If you can up it, even better. I think as I've said in many interviews after games, that the fans make a world of difference to the players, to me, to the staff, and we're going to need that. We know Bury are going to bring a hell of a following, so we're going to need that tenfold. And as I say, whatever happens, it still creates special moments.
Yeah. From a positive moment to obviously a heartbreaking and negative moment, will you talk us through your emotions of this photo, which is obviously unfortunately lifting County Cup last year?
Yeah, looking at the photo, it's obviously brings back bad memories, bad feelings, of course. I'm only human, but it also just makes me more excited, more determined to make sure that we don't have to watch another one. Obviously, this was the second time we had to watch somebody lift the trophy at our expense in the final. So, looking at these photos, looking at the losers' medals, runners-up medals that we've got, it only makes the fire inside burn bigger. Showing me before training is gonna massively help me tonight. But this year we've come through adversity already with things that happened in the semi-final and the performance and livery put in. Already we've had more special moments in this competition. So, listen, the final is obviously an incredible day. It's a massive occasion. It feels proper big time, and it has done both times we've been there. Unfortunately, we've been on the wrong side of it, as this photo shows, twice now. And listen, we already have and we will give everything we've got to make sure that you can show me a photo of us next time.
No. A few questions for the competition this time round is, what does the competition actually mean to you and Unity as a club?
Well, I think obviously when you look back on the memories that we've had in the competition, we've always took this competition very seriously. I think all players and staff has always bought into the fact that this is probably the biggest cup competition that we can realistically win. Obviously the FA Cup is the holy grail, if you like, but for clubs of our size, this trophy is as big as it gets. And it has been since day one. It's always been something that we've had massive ambitions in, and as the years have gone, where we've improved and got better, and managed to get to cup finals. It's definitely something that's always been on the radar. So it's a very special competition to us. It's close to our heart, and it'll mean a lot more if we can get over that final hurdle.
No, and I know you spoke about the heartbreak before of being the bridesmaids in a way situation. Can you explain the feelings you have after losing both previous finals in the way that we did? Last minute winner, penalties.
Heartbreak, mate. Honestly, them two moments are probably the most emotional I've been in football. It was very, very difficult to take, because the story that we had the first time round, being tier 8 side against tier 5 side, and taking them right until the wire, and to see the way they scored and won it was heartbreaking. The second time round, obviously 9-8 on penalties is another heartbreak. You can't really, expect things like that to happen to you, but it's in the moments it's very difficult. Last year I found it really, really tough to go through for a second time. All kinds of things went through my head, straight after that final last year. And it is difficult to bounce back from, but once you manage to get over it with time and perspective, to be honest, of your achievements regardless, it just makes you want to go again. It makes you want to get back there and put it right. And as I've said, the fire's burning in all of our bellies to make sure that we're not on that losing side again come Tuesday.
No. So talking about them things of what drives you to go again, if you could put it into a mixture, what would you say the recipe of that drive is to go again and keep going in this competition?
To be fair, I'll speak for myself. I think since we've been in the final, what I've done quite often, I know it's a bit strange, is I keep looking at the losers' medals. I think about that final last year, I think about the final 3 years ago, I think about seeing my players heartbroken, seeing the fans heartbroken, but with so much pride. But it's, again, we don't fear the game, but again, speaking for myself, I probably do fear losing it. Which again, that just makes me work so much harder. It makes me put more hours in, more time in, more effort in, to make sure that the dream overcomes the fear.
And final question we've got for you today is, Bury is obviously the opponent Tuesday night at Hyde. How do you feel getting final preparations tonight at training? How do you feel going forward to the game?
Really good. If you asked me that on Sunday night, I wasn't feeling good. Obviously, Bury beat us 2-0 in the league and were by far the better side. And I think said after the game that they made themselves favourites. I stand by that statement now. But I felt a lot better after Tuesday, after getting back on the pitch with the girls and seeing the reaction and response from the girls. As I've said, I see the fire in the girls. And we are together and we are ready. And you know that doesn't mean that you're going to get the job done. But one thing that I hope to promise is that this team, these players, these people will give absolutely everything to make sure we lift that trophy and, as I say, to make our dream final come true.
No worries. Well, Phil, good luck in the finals. We hope you can bring them home and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, mate.